Subject line will just say congrats. The email will follow something like this, right? We have our observation, which is the promotion. Hey Trent, with your recent promotion to head of CX, you must care about driving retention. We threw in our value prop of how we actually solve retention. And then we have the interest-based call to action. Given your new responsibility, think it's worth a closer look. We want to tie in that congrats. Either way, congrats on the new role.
I'm basically taking the things that I learned from doing what was 30 seconds of research to be able to write a highly tailored email based on an event that happened to their business, a signal, and then backing into, are you open to hearing about how another company solved for this same problem? I'm not pitching a solution, I'm just pitching a conversation where it's about learning.
Where they are right now, struggling to ramp reps, what that leads to, so the cost of inaction in terms of missing team quota, then the social proof of how you can help people ramp faster.
Stumbled upon your comment on Brian Lamanda's post on LinkedIn today where he mentioned the 4 factors that led to his 90% plus win rates. Second sentence, this is the most important sentence of the email. I've now went and looked at your job listings, noticed you're hiring enterprise AEs, and it seems like you are moving up market and likely relying on mutual success plans and multiple stakeholders to win deals. The third sentence, like what we actually do, the ideal state, generally speaking, can probably be templatized, but
we helped case study company achieve desired outcome in time frame with or without pain point, risk reversal, guarantee, anything like that. So,
and then it ends with, is this worth a chat, which is that closed CTA, not asking for the 30 minutes per se.
This is the one line that I personalized. I could be wrong, but I didn't see any signs of SOC 2 compliance on your site, even though it looks like your team is, what did we say here? Collecting trillions of consumer data points. Typically, this means you'll require SOC 2 report. Worth discussing how we can get you that in 4 to 6 weeks.
So this is an email example from a client I work with that helps place military vets and former athletes at growing tech companies. So it's a hiring platform. This is an example of a unique signal that would really only work for their company or their very close competitors. They have it somewhere on their LinkedIn profile. They were a former military vet, and then obviously they're a sales leader. And so that's the unique signal we're using in this case, the call to action there. I'm not really trying to go for a meeting. You can see I have 3 different call to actions. Do you mind if I check in from time to time? Do you mind if I give you access to the candidate portal? Do you mind if I send additional information? Obviously, they're not all sending at once. It's going to randomize and pick one of those sentences. The reason why I like those call to actions is because none of them are asking very much at all from the prospect. And I want to make it as frictionless as possible for them to respond, because all I'm trying to do is get some interest and then I'll follow up and get the meeting.
This slogan, this motto, one goal, one network, one team, is the motto of the organization that I'm reaching out to. And I start with that. Typically, in these long summits and events, at the first few days, people are quite energized, but after 1-2 days, energy goes down quite a lot. I try to use as social proof our customers, Bosch and Siemens, using Mentimeter to increase engagement in these events. Permission-based CTA here. I create a brief personal video tailored to your event setup, and mind if I send it over.
So I wanted to put this example up as a win of mine that I highly personalized this. I found something out about this person that they accomplished, and I even related it back to someone I knew that was similar, and they reached back out to me and they were super happy. I caught his attention with what I wrote, and that was a good example of personalization that I wanted to show.
And this is one of the best campaigns that I ever ran. We ended up booking 90 meetings in 90 days for this client.
So I put in the subject line, looking at dialers on G2. I'm saying, hey, notice somebody at Sell Better was looking at auto dialers on G2. Thought since you're VP at BizDev, that might fall under your scope. Connect rates are continuing to fall and quotas keep going up. Relevant? Question mark. So Nooks is solving that problem. We helped this company 3x their SDR source pipeline and account for 1/2 of their closed one. Open to a quick chat, and then I do the PS at the end. Love the Sell Better podcast that you run.
Always going to start my email with some sort of an observation. In this example, James cares about the 8 reps that he's hiring next month to the Sell Better team. And to me, that's the trigger. That's why I'm reaching out. Why am I emailing you? That's why. Then I go to what's a problem. Problem is that most sales leaders that I speak with say that when they are hiring reps, there's some sort of a challenge, right? It's tough to get them ramped, which means that there's not time to value, which means that people aren't generating enough pipeline. I'm saying that other sales leaders are having this problem, and that's leading to an assumption that that might be one for James. I don't know if it is or not, but it seems relevant in my head that it might be his problem. Then in one sentence, I'm gonna say, here's how I might be able to help you, right? I'm helping reps at these great companies that I know that James is familiar with, and here's how I'm helping them in a quick sentence. And then I have a very easy call to action. Is this worth a chat? You know, I'm making it easy for him to respond. He could say, yes, it is, no, it isn't, or he can say, whatever he wants. He can ask me a question.
The subject line, again, revenue loss for the same CFO here, all lowercase. And it said, hey, Tom, you have several open roles. So this is a clear trigger. First, introductory, highly relevant and targeted and personalized opener. So usually that means more difficulty, complexity, and costs when defining budgets and expenses for the year, right? So this is a fact. Not having that into control can drastically impact your margin gains. Help XYZ company achieve whatever the result it is. Worth a chat, worth a conversation. Should we talk about it?
This one is focusing on the signal of a job posting, particularly if you read the job description under responsibilities. The company is literally telling you the problems they're trying to solve by hiring that person. The subject line is super simple. Company name, job opening. First line, hey, I saw you're hiring SDRs, BDRs as a company. And then if you read the third sentence, based on the job description, it looks like information is an important part of the role. So I thought our candidates would be a good fit. Pulling that into the cold email to show them that we did our research of actually reading what's important to them and tying that into how we can help. And then the last thing I want to call out is the PS line. I know we've talked a lot about PSs on previous Sell Better shows.
Yeah.
But this one does help a lot because I'm saying, hey, it looks like your company is based in whatever city they're in. We have plenty of candidates in the area. It's just showing another human element that like, hey, I'm specifically reaching out to you. Here's another, just like a bonus reason why I think we could be a good fit, because we have candidates that are based in your areas.
Hey, first name, you can increase profits by joining our referral and partner program. Should I send you more info? Second one, hey, first name, if we don't double the revenue from your email list in 60 days, you don't pay. Interested.
Curious how you're managing your team's expenses, Tom, using that name, right? We helped XYZ company achieve, and this is where you add that specific result in this time frame. Again, it's relevance to the case study that he's using. Worth a conversation. I love this.
So we're gonna call out the fact that we saw the comment on Kat's post about consolidation. We're doing an extra layer of research. Notice that they had enterprise SDR job postings. Look through them. This is where I also like to focus a bit more on like casual language, and I think this can be templated to some degree. Great, you saw somebody from Walmart was like on your website in New York, but it's like 5,000 people there. So how do you actually know who it is? Change it up a little bit here where we ran some social proof in that call to action with how like Notion's SDRs.
So this was with a company called Monday.com and said, hey, notice you're hiring for an outbound SDR manager. Since Monday has historically been an inbound sales process, how will reps prioritize accounts to reach out to? So I threw in my value prop as, hey, we use intent to help you find opportunities faster. As you build your outbound motion, do you think these insights would help? And then he had gotten back to me and said, good targeted email. Looks like one of my SDRs wrote it. This deal closed for 125K ARR, 2-year agreement.